Hi with a bunch of eyes and hey with a bunch of eyes. It is the Giddy Up Show, episode 3. I got it down here. I'm just hiding it so you can't see it's trouble. I don't like to get things confused. This could be a game symbol. This could be a gang symbol if you know what I mean. So I keep it down here. I already showed it, flashed it like 5 times. I'm totally in trouble. Well, what was I talking about? Oh, hey, it's the beginning of the show. Welcome to the show. It is the third episode of Giddy Up. And in case there's any confusion, we like to clarify things early on so that everyone's clear. Giddy Up is with two D's. That is double D's. That is Giddy. No three I's, just Y, even for tonight's episode. Now, some confusion may be that is it Gitty? Because that is also giddy. Giddy. Gitty. That's titty. Oh, can I say that? Can I say that? Titty? Well, it's okay. I know it's a little confusing, but we're gonna have to. Look, if I can't say that, we're gonna have to hire an editor. I'm gonna take a note of that. Okay, we gotta hire an editor because I don't. We might have to Eddie, Eddie, Y, titty out. So I'm gonna write down. Okay, we need to hire now. Is it Eidttter? Two T's? Is it also titty? Should I get an editor with two T's? Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna spell it with. I'm gonna get an editor with titties. That's what I'm gonna do. But for now, just clarification. This is called Giddy Up with two D's, double D's. I know I can understand the confusion, but hopefully everyone understands now. So, second, this is important. It's all business. Got to know what the name of the show is. Got to be introduced. You've been welcomed on. Come on in. Okay, thank you. You're here. Now, I have not set up my Patreon yet. So, if you want to send money to me to support the show and me, or one of the same, then I would suggest that you send it right. Can you send it right? For now, because I don't have Patreon. So can you just send it right here? Whoa. Okay, no, don't send it here. There's like a hole in the table right there. Okay, don't send it here. Let me see if there's a better spot. You know what? You can send it over. You can send it over here. Got that? Okay. Now, in case it was too fast for you, I actually here specifics. I want any clarification. Oh, I want to see that. Okay. So, gotta get to the right spot. Okay, here. In case you missed that, because I was going right, I want sending money to the show. No Patreon currently set up. Right here. Okay, I do it real fast. I got the coordinates for you just in case. Just want to make sure everyone's clear on exactly where to send the money in my name, which we'll get to that next. Okay, so I got the numbers here. 61.0137, little circle symbol. Let's call that degrees. Okay, let's call it degrees. A little o. You say, oh. So 61.0301, 61.0137. Oh, north, and then 99.1967. Oh, which is a little symbol, could be a degree. East. So send it there. That's the coordinates, and that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance for sending me lots of checks and cash, because money is king. So anyway, that's that. And then I'm your host of your show. If you haven't already figured that one out, then you probably should go find another show, because I don't like my audience to be that dumb. I think you should know by now that I'm the host, okay? And my name is Guru. And there is no I in Guru, not one, not two, not three, and that's okay. That's actually that's probably a good thing, right? There's no I in Guru. So this is the episode called The Third Eye. And excuse me. Excuse you and excuse myself. I, call it the third eye. Well, let's see, there's something going on. Hey, you might have noticed that I'm rocking a little different today. I'm rocking some a little different style today. Well, it's the third episode, and the episode is called The Third Eye. And look at what I found in the middle of my forehead. It's the third eye. Now, um, why do I have a third eye? Why is this? What's so great about the third eye? Why are we talking about that? Why is our whole episode dedicated to? Right? We had first episode about procreation. Understandable, big deal. Procreation, creation's a good thing. You're on procreation. You're probably procreation too. Um, and then what was the second episode? Anyway, what is the verdict about that? Right? What's the verdict? Anyone got anything to say? Chat? Verdict? Second episode question? Oh, oh, no? We're deliberating still? Okay. So now we got the third eye. So what's so great about the third eye? Well, let me tell you a few benefits about having a third eye, which I'm sporting today. I'm rocking this third eye. It's something I don't always have and I don't always show, but I got it today. It's on the show. So, well, currently I'm dealing with a very pertinent issue regarding having a third eye. And one of the things is I usually, for transportation, I do a lot of riding in the city, not driving, riding. Two wheels, four wheels, but not, I actually don't skateboard. But I have a bike and I have a scooter, and I'm riding through the city. I'm riding through the countryside. I'm riding through and around and up everywhere through the airways. And what I find is sometimes I get a bug in my eye. So annoying because I'm trying to see when I'm riding. You find it, it's like one of the most important things. You've been there. So I'm trying to see it and I get a bug in my eye, and then I can't use that eye because I got a bug and I don't have a faucet while I'm riding my bike or whatever. And I'm like, ah. So, so it's good to have a third eye because then I still got two up functioning eyes to ride. So that's one benefit. Now, I have another reason why it's good to have a third eye. Maybe you should too. It's just all, I'm not trying to sell you on the third eye. You can get your own if you want. You want to. You can stick with two eyes. I'm not trying to, discriminate those who have two eyes. I mean, most of who have me. So, I one of the other benefits is I remember 33.3% more of my dreams with a third eye. And, I had a nice, should I talk about my dream last night? Should I talk about my dream last night? Well, I'm not going to talk about my dream last night. We don't have time for that. It's not in the repertoire of things that we're doing, okay? I say it's all here, okay? It's not written down. If it's not written down, I'm not going to do it. That's not a good rule. Okay, so another reason why I like to have the third eye is actually I can use three cameras at once, right? So let me demonstrate. So I actually got some cameras here because I'm a pro creator. And so what I like to do is, so with two eyes, this is how I do two eyes, right? I go like this, right? You see that? I can't see that because I can see. But so I got two eyes here. So this is what I'm rocking my two cameras, take two pictures. I got you over there, okay? And then, wait, hold on. But the third eye, okay, don't do anything crazy now. All right, so I don't know what I'm talking to. Here, this is upside down. That's okay. Is that right? Where's the viewfinder? Okay. Oh, wait, this has to go here. This got a viewfinder? I don't know where it is. I don't know. This didn't have a viewfinder. Let's put it that does, okay, for argument's sake, okay, because for demonstration's sake. So you got three here. You got the third one here. See? Three pictures. Can I do this? Okay, hold on. I'm very talented, so, I just want to show that to everybody. Very good at this stuff. Juggling three cameras in my eyes. So, you see, three cameras. Boom. Benefits. Okay, we're talking about benefits for having three eyes. All right, this is kind of cute, but if you haven't noticed, I get complimented. I've had a life, like a whole life, and within that parameter, like of my life, I've had a lot of people women in particular, and a few men, they compliment me on my pretty eyes. They say, oh, you have pretty, oh, you have gorgeous eyes. Oh, yeah, they say that they were walking around, the public centers and squares and circles and rectangles and triangles and rhombuses. So I'm walking all these places, and I get these compliments. So here's a concern, okay? This is a complicated answer, okay, but we'll get through it. The concern is, okay, I want to wear sunglasses on a very sunny day, but then I feel like I'm being selfish and I'm denying the beauty of my eyes to shine through to the audience of the public squares and circles and squares and trying to work. So I'm feeling self-conscious, like I shouldn't do it, and so I don't, and I won't. But now with the third eye, let me demonstrate. Say I got it all worked out here. With the third eye, I can do this. Watch, I can wear my glasses. So okay. Oh, look, the sun. See, I'm looking at the sun, or look, the sun's right here. Oh yes, I see. Okay, hi sun. So, hi sun with a bunch of eyes, and hey with a bunch of eyes. So then, but here's the catch, right? I can do this, but then I can still get the compliments, and I'm still not depraving the public, the general public, from witnessing the beauty and gorgeousness of my eyes. Except they have to say "eye." It's a little different. They say, "Oh, you have beautiful eye," and then so I get thrown off because I'm used to saying "eye," and they're like, "Oh yeah, eye," right? Because this is all the plan. So that's one. Plenty of reasons. Plenty of reasons. I got anything? This is a great one. One of the great benefits of having a third eye is that I can spot whores and pennies from a mile away, like that. Now, just to be clear, I did not say. Just there's a couple of things going on here. Okay, whores and pennies. I didn't say whores. Okay, got that? I didn't say whores. I said horse. Now, I didn't say horse. I didn't say horse. I said horse. So I can spot them and the pennies from a mile away with the third eye. I can also wink and still see out two eyes. I can also do this. Watch. I can also. What does this do? I don't know. I'm very good at eye. I mean, my eye exams are. I should have wrote something about eye exams. I don't know, something funny about eye exams, I'm sure, but obviously. So, what's up? Oh, by the way, so that's one aspect, but I want to get into something else here. I'm very excited to be with you on this third episode of the show, the third eye. I also want to point out that there's an interesting history about the third eye, and some are wondering now because you don't think about the third eye much, but you ask yourself now, we're talking and interacting, is what's the history of the third eye anyway? So let's talk about the history of the third eye. If you know the history of the third eye, and I actually looked it up. Actually, I didn't even have to look it up. I sort of knew the answer when I asked the question. Sometimes you just know when you have the third eye, the answers. So I was like, I went like this. I closed my two eyes, left my third eye open, and I was like, what's the history of you? And then the answer was revealed, right? Because I'm a visionary. Now I'm going to share it with you because I'm very generous. So most don't know this, but the inventor of the third eye was a great philosopher named Isosceles. Okay, and Isosceles was actually here. I got to show you. This is more. So Isosceles commonly was working on this sort of problem, right? It's like a scientific or biological or whatever. So he's got this problem. He's thinking, what's the answer, right? So Isosceles is looking at the two-eye paradigm, right? He's got the two-eye paradigm. So he goes like this. I got a blank piece of paper here. See, and I go. He's got the dot, right? And it's like, oh, hey, here's my eye. Got the dot, and then he goes. He puts a line here. So I do a line, right? Boom, up here. He's got a line up here as well, right? Okay, you got that? See that clearly? Isosceles, right? So he's got the eye, and here's the vision. This is how the vision goes outward, right? But he's thinking and he's meditating, Isosceles, and then he comes up with this breakthrough. as we typically do. He probably had a dream. It's rumored he didn't actually write this down, Isosceles. We probably had a dream where 33% more was revealed to him, and then he saw the answer, and he's like, oh, this is an eye here. He said, this is one eye. Oh, he says, this is one eye, right? You got one eye here and one eye there, okay? But he needs the third eye. And with the third eye, okay, I'm trying to balance all this here. This is all new to me. What? Look at this. I'm doing it. I'm not even looking. The third eye goes right there, and boom, Isosceles has a breakthrough, right? And now Isosceles is super famous. And that's the history of the third eye. Isosceles, the philosopher, invented it. And you know what? I don't know the man personally, but it's all Greek to me. So, oh, hey, oh, check it out, yo, we got a guest. What's up? Okay, this is so exciting. Hey, what's up? Okay. Oh man, you got a very light handshake. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to introduce our first guest. So, I invited this guest. Hold on, so let me do the intro for you and then bring you on. So, I mean, you guys can't see him yet, but literally, you will not be able to see him yet or later. So, this is a new show. We're working on a low budget here, as you can see. I mean, look, these walls aren't even fully painted. Anyway, currently working on a very low budget, so we can't invite too many people. But we actually have a very special guest here. I've invited on. I'm very happy that he's here. His name is the Invisible Man. So everyone give a hand for the Visible Man. Everyone give a hand for the Visible Man. Hi. Yes, come on in. Okay, here. Why don't you, I'm going to have you sit next to me. Can we get another chair? Hello? I never hired anybody else. I'm sorry, dude, we can't. So the Invisible Man, hey, by the way, I just want to point out, and, everyone at home is already clued into all this, but I just noticed that, the Invisible Man has you have three eyes in your name. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm sorry. I just gotta, I can't get you in another chair. You want to sit next to me? There's not enough space. Oh, there's not enough space. I did have 2 dinners last night. Thanks for noticing. Okay, here, I'm gonna move over just a little bit. No, you're gonna move over here. You want to sit? You want to? Okay, the Invisible Man's just gonna stand right here. Okay, he's gonna stay here because we don't have a chair. It's all I can afford. I'm a low budget. I couldn't even afford the people to get the chair that we don't have. So, but we got the guests, because we're going to low. I got the Invisible Man right here, my buddy, the Invisible Man. It's good to see you, man. So welcome to the show. This is the third episode called The Third Eye, and that should explain, my style for tonight. So now that you're here, it's funny. I heard that you are, I'm interviewing the Invisible Man right now because he's our first guest. And I just know there's a spider actually right behind you. But I heard that you are deaf and mute. But I still, despite that, I just want to know if I could still interview you anyways. Well, cool. I mean, I actually am fluent in mute. I speak mute myself. I learned it in the monastery. I learned it. I picked it up there. So, cool. Well, welcome to the show. Things are going great so far. No viewers, no anything, but I'm here. I mean, the bare minimum. I'm here, and you've great. So, something. You have very pretty eyes. I feel like when I look through them, I can look into your soul, and your soul is like the web of a spider with a spider in it. And then, so just saying, I haven't, we haven't seen each other in so long, and I definitely haven't seen you in like forever. Haven't seen you like forever. So, yeah, well, okay. So anyway, you're the guest. I'm going to interview. So we're going to interview you for some content. Okay. Got some content So, what kind of girls do you like? Date? What kind of girls do you date? Do you date like visible girls and invisible? By the way, I just want to tell you, just visible girls. There's only two eyes in visible girls. Okay. Oh, oh, you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Okay. Um, Speaking of girls dating, do you get discriminated a lot by your lack of color? So I mean, this is kind of insensitive question, but a lot of people get, there's a lot of like racist people or whatever, prejudicial people who will like, oh, I won't date someone who's got this color or that color. I only date this color, or that color. So it seems like a pertinent question. Do you find yourself you get discriminated a lot by having no color because that's a new category that's coming. It's on the scene now. It's in the market. Visual man. So, oh, you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Okay. All right. Okay. So, what's your favorite actor? Like, who's your favorite actor? Kaiser Sose? You don't say. Kaiser Sose? You don't say. Okay. All right. Okay. Do you I got I got a list of questions here. Okay. Some that's written down. Do you visit a lot of museums? Oh, geez, yo, who wrote this question? Yo, no. We ain't. I'm sorry, Visual Man. I am so sorry. I am so sorry to ask this question. I gotta talk to somebody. We got this question. We are not about asking these kinds of questions. We are totally offending our guests. And I have a freak out. I'm so upset about this. People are going to get fired. Heads are going to roll. I am not having it. But since the question's already been posed, do you go to a lot of museums? You don't say. You don't say. Okay. Well, how's your mom? You don't say. You don't say. You hear that? Were you warm yesterday? That's just an I inside joke. So one more question. I know that you're busy, and I'm really happy that he came by. Is everybody happy that the Invisible Man came by to be interviewed? Because honestly, I was gonna I had no one else to interview. The Invisible Man comes by, and it's just he totally lights up the room. I was just curious if you had any cool tattoos. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. Well, what's this? Wait. Okay, hold on. Can I see this? Wait, I like to see this tattoo. Oh, I see that. I see that. I see that. I see that. Yeah. What's that? Oh, here we go. Can I see that? Can I see that one? All right, show me. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Oh. Y'all should see this. I'm very sorry that you can't see this. Oh, yeah, that's sweet. Okay, that's cool. That is a cool tattoo, actually. Where'd you get that? Iceland? You don't say. Israel? You don't say. Indonesia? Indonesia. Okay, you don't say. You don't say. Well, thank you for visiting. I'm so glad. I was just in the middle of explaining the history of what's it going? Oh, hi. Yes. Hey, what's up? I was just explaining to the the audience, the history of the third eye, and then you came around so delighted. So thank you, everyone. Please give it a warm, what's the opposite of welcome? Like warm goodbye to the Invisible Man. I'm sure this is going to be a guest again. We can afford him. We can afford him. So I think thank you. Yes, he's going to walk. I'm going to move back over. Yeah, he doesn't say much, but you know, it's how new people are. We don't judge, but yeah, I think we'll be seeing him a lot in this show, especially on this budget. So anyway, I was in the middle of explaining the history with isosceles and things, and I know that there's probably a lot of skepticism and a fact check. But listen, don't argue with me. It's true. I showed you. I drew it out for you. I wrote it out for you. This is the history of where the third eye is born. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to prove it to you right here, because you can always trust the government, or not the government, the Federal Reserve. Because without the Federal Reserve, I mean, who can we trust? But look right here. I'm going to show you. So this is the $1 bill. You know this gentleman, right? They have his name written here. Washington. Okay, it's a little cheat sheet in case you forgot. I mean, in case I forgot. Look at this right here. I'm gonna point this out. I'm gonna zoom in closely. Oh my. Oh gosh. Okay. Bring in the receipts. What do you see there? What's happening? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well, look. You may not be able to see very clearly because I'm using a camera that's built in, as you know, because it's low budget and stuff. Trying to be kid friendly, even though so it's not kid friendly. But there is in the middle of the isosceles field of vision that I drew out earlier is an eye. Well, go find freaking dollar yourself. We go fish through your pockets. Don't rely on me. I'm busy right now doing a show. Why are you showing you my money, huh? And where's my money? I gave you the coordinates like 23 minutes ago. What's going on, man? I don't see anything showing up here. Okay, it's fine. I'm trying not to freak out. I sound like Joe Pesci right now. Joe Pesci only has two eyes, though, so I may sound like Joe Pesci. I may talk like Joe Pesci. I may, emulate Joe Pesci, but I don't look like Joe Pesci, and that's okay. It's okay. That's good. It's good. Okay. All right. So that's the deal. All right. Now, oh, guess what? We have a sponsor. You know something? I was almost going to like end the show or like riff on some other noise, but we actually have a sponsor today, like every other day. And this is all in line with, okay, it's going to come from over here. It's going to move there. The sponsor, this is a good one. It's all about the show's theme, right? So, today's sponsor, where do I have it? Today's sponsor is right over here. It is enlightenment. Now, where is my enlightenment? Where's my enlightenment? Huh? Oh, cool. Check out these effects, dude. Can you see that? No, it's no you. It's only I. Only I can see with enlightenment. So it's coming across. You see him? Wait, let me hold it. Right there. Holding it. Oh, that is a cool effect. Special effects. So enlightenment. Enlightenment. That is the sponsor for our show today. And what's interesting about enlightenment is that you can't buy it. It's not on the store shelf. I haven't seen it on a store shelf, so I'm not going to say that I know that for sure. But with enlightenment, you can know where it is at all times. And so it's not something you can buy. They sponsor because they like the third eye, they like horse, and they like what did I say? What do you like? Yo, enlightenment. What are you up to? And talk to me, man. Come on, I forgot. It's not even written down. Oh man. Well, enlightenment is well, here, let's try this. I'm gonna put this over here. And I'm gonna back up a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna cross my legs, and then I'm gonna see maybe I can get enlightenment right now on the show, and then share it. You can. I'm then going to broadcast enlightenment, and then you can share it. I see the share button right there. It's like a little arrow. It goes like shoop, da doop, shoop, da doop. I can't get copyrighted for doing this, right? Shoop, da doop, da doop, da doop. All right, so let me just work on my meditation. And I'm going to see, even when I get my eyes closed, I still have at least one eye open because enlightenment. Anyway, it's not coming to me, but it is our sponsor, and we are grateful that enlightenment is here and waiting for us whenever we want it. We just have to be quiet. We have to maybe get a third eye, open it up, shine a light in it, maybe. Okay, see, like this. I'm gonna shine a light in it. This thing, I thought maybe the battery would die in the middle of the show. And then, in case you have any trouble, I'm gonna say, oh, look at this. Oh, here, no, that's okay, no trouble. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, actually, it feels very warm in my third eye. But I think it's funny is that, I just try to. Oh, my third eye just fell off. That's okay. I got a backup one. It's always good to have backup. Oh, I see what happened here. Something's broke. It was the light. The light broke in the middle of the show. I can't even afford a freaking like a handyman. I'm trying to think of the word. This is all about me, right? I know this episode's kind of like silly with 3 eyes. Silly. Well, I'm really grateful. I want to just shout out to our guest. And I forgot to ask the guest, the Invisible Man, about his socials, like if he wanted to like shout out anything. And I forgot to ask him what he wanted to promote. If he has a book, if he has a designer line, like a fashion line, because the Invisible Man is everywhere. All right, I'm gonna get out of my meditative position. Invisible Man is everywhere. Oh man, this was a crazy show. Well, I'm really glad that I did this. It's not usually supposed to be 3 in 1 week, but it can be, or it can be 2. But this is how I like to do things. A little spontaneous. So anyway, thank you all for joining me. I at least like to hit 30 minutes. So I'm trying to think how I can say things that might be funny, interesting, and intriguing, and dynamic, and original, while keeping you hooked. And then you want to come back again and again. And I would be ashamed if this episode was shorter than the previous ones, because it means I'm slipping. I'm slipping by the 3rd episode. That's not good. Okay. Well, thank you all for coming today. My name is Guru. There's no I in Guru. Okay? But there is 3 eyes on my face, and perhaps more coming up real soon. Coming out. Oh, he keeps looking at me. Real soon. And thank you for joining. Please return with milk in your heart, laughter in your belly, so that when you are here, you will burp, and then the laughter will come out, and we'll have a good laugh. I'm gonna press this button that says end stream, because that's kind of what I was thinking of doing. And let me write this down, because it's actually I can't end the stream. I realized, geez, I just figured it all out. The whole reason I've been riffing here and trying to pop, like what do you call it when you like puff up something? You like puff it up, you buffer it, you not buffer, you you stuff some stuff in the stuffing in the pillow. Well, anyway, that's what I've been doing for a few minutes to get there. The reason really is that I do not say end stream. So I got my notes here. Boom, you can't see them. And then end, write down. Stream. There's no end. There's no I in end stream. Okay, end stream. Explanation for this. Now I can do it. So I'm so. Hey, hey. It's all about me, right? I'm so bad at this. Bye. I think I came in to work correctly. And the pop-up window comes.